Miles implemented a brutal strategy, rounding up and deporting hundreds of Apache from the reservations to Florida, holding them as hostages to force Geronimo's surrender. Finally, in 1886, Geronimo knew the fight was over. He had not been defeated in battle, but he was worn down, and he knew that continuing his war would only lead to the destruction of the last of his people. In Skeleton Canyon, Arizona, he surrendered for the final time. He handed his rifle to the American lieutenant, marking the end of the Apache Wars. But the government's promise of a peaceful retirement in his homeland was a lie. Geronimo and the other Apaches, including the very scouts who had helped the army track him, were all declared prisoners of war. They were shipped in cattle cars to prisons in Florida, then Alabama, and finally to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Geronimo, the man who had roamed free over a territory larger than many European nations, would spend the last 23 years of his life as a prisoner. In his old age, he became a strange sort of celebrity. He was displayed at world's fairs and in presidential inaugural parades, a tamed symbol of the Wild West that America had conquered. But he was never truly tamed. He never stopped petitioning the government to allow him to return to his homeland in Arizona. His request was always denied. He died a prisoner of war in 1909, never having set foot in his beloved mountains again, proving that the strength of a people is not measured by the size of their army, but by the depth of their connection to their land and their refusal to be erased.